in this video I will talk about multilingualism and autism. Multilingual refers to the ability to understand, speak, read, or write in multiple languages. Someone who is multilingual is capable of communicating effectively in more than one language. Research on the relationship between multilingualism and language acquisition in children with autism is still ongoing, and findings can vary based on individual circumstances. Some studies suggest that multilingualism may not necessarily impact language development in children with autism. In fact, there is evidence to suggest that some individuals with autism have a strong ability to learn and use multiple languages. However, this is a complex issue, and the effects of multilingualism on language acquisition in children with autism can be influenced by several factors. First, individual cognitive development. Some children may thrive in a multilingual environment, while others may struggle due to the additional cognitive demands of learning multiple languages. Second, intellectual abilities. Some children with autism have exceptional cognitive abilities, which could potentially facilitate language learning. However, others may have cognitive impairments that make language acquisition more difficult. Third and last, environmental factors. The language spoken in children's environment can also play a role. For instance, if a child is exposed to multiple languages at home and in their community, it may be beneficial to continue with a multilingual approach. Teaching communication to a child with autism who comes from a multilingual family requires an individualized and structured approach that takes into account the child's unique needs, strengths, and challenges. Here are some strategies that could help you to teach talking to a child with autism that comes from a multilingual family. First, use the visual supports. Visual supports like picture schedules, communication boards, and social stories can help children with autism understand and navigate their multilingual environment. Create visual cues that represent common words and phrases in each language to facilitate communication. For instance, show the picture of a glass of water, say water in both languages, and then give the child a sip of water. Second, use augmentative and alternative communication, for short AAC device. AAC tools such as communication apps, picture exchange system, or speech generating devices can provide means for the child to communicate even if verbal language is challenging. This tool can be adapted to include vocabulary from multiple languages. For example, develop a library of visual symbols and icons representing words and phrases in all the languages spoken in the family. Create separate communication boards or pages within the AAC system for each language. When family members speak to the child in their respective language, encourage them to use the AAC system in the corresponding language. This helps the child associate the symbols with the appropriate language. Third, naturalistic teaching, such as incidental teaching that focuses on capitalizing on the child's interests and incorporating communication opportunities in their everyday activities. Use this approach to encourage communication in different languages during play and daily routines. For example, use both language spoken at home to model communication. If the child communicates in one language, respond in the same language. Over time, introduce relevant words and phrases from the other language during interactions. Integrate communication opportunities into daily routine, such as mealtime, getting dressed, and bedtime. Label items and actions in both languages during these routines to foster language development. Fourth, parallel talk. While engaging in activities with the child, provide a running commentary in different languages. This models language use and helps the child connect words with actions and objects. Fifth, visual timetables. Create visual timetables that show the child daily activities and routine in each language. This can help the child anticipate and understand what will happen next, reducing anxiety and increasing communication. Sixth and last, social skill training. Teach the child explicit social skills and rules for communication, including greetings, turn-taking, and responding appropriately to questions and comments in different languages. It is important for parents, caregivers, and educators to consider the individual needs and abilities of each child with autism when making decisions about language exposure and acquisition. Please don't forget every child is unique, and the language acquisition in a multilingual family for a child with autism may vary based on their individual needs and abilities. I hope this video provided some information about the relationship between multilingualism and language acquisition in children with autism. If you have any questions, make sure you type them in the comments below, and I will do my best to get back to you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.